All right. Welcome back to a new episode of Pod City. This episode, we're going to be talking to a philanthropist, entrepreneur, financial consultant, amongst a lot of things. Well-known staple in our community by the name of Jeramie Daniels. But first, we're going to introduce our new segment by the name of Hot Release, where we're going to be showcasing the hottest sneaker releases that I think are the best coming out, and y'all gonna love it, man. But let's get into the show.
Man, I should make my own plastics and elastics. Supply what suppliers need, so it don't always gotta buy from me. The barcodes got you high, I see.
All right, so as I said before, we're gonna be interviewing Jeramie Daniels. This man wears a lot of hats, man. Some guy, a guy that I admire from afar, and this is what we're gonna do in Pod City, man. We gonna give people their flowers for the hustle they do out here in Boston. This guy's a philanthropist, entrepreneur, founder and owner of TRF Photography and Mascot Entertainment. He's all around Boston, man. He's always doing his thing, man. And, you know what I mean? Just a real great guy, well-rounded individual, like I said. And but y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna pick up a lot from it. Hopefully, we're gonna talk about career paths our kids should be taking, crypto. We're gonna be talking about industries you should be jumping into right now during the COVID era, and y'all gonna like it. But first, as promised, there's gonna be the premiere of Hot Release, where we're gonna be showcasing the hottest sneakers that we think are the hottest coming out. So I hope you guys like that, and subscribe, hit the bell, and also like if you like the content. So let's get into it right now.
Hi, my name is Dante. I'm the host of the new segment, Hot Release. Today we're going to be talking about the Nike Air Force One Love Letter. The material is like the traditional Air Force material plus suede. And the color is, the primary is white, the secondary is pink, and then on the check it is red. So that's kind of cool. And they dropped today around February 10th, 10 a.m. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, and I'll see y'all later.
So that was our segment, Hot Release, man. Let us know what you think about the shoes, man. The fucking shoes, the kicks. You need them kicks, man. But let us know what you think about it, man. That was definitely my son, Dante. Um, just let us know. Let us know if you guys like it. Let us know if you guys want this to be a continuous thing. Let us know if you're gonna buy the kicks, if they hot, they not. Let us know, man. But without further ado, let's get into this interview with Jeramie Daniels. I'm gonna love this. 3, let's go. All right, we back. We back. First and foremost, I'm gonna need y'all to share, like, and especially subscribe because we're in the infant stages of our YouTubes. So as promised, my man Jeramie Daniels. Well, Jeramie Regis, I don't know what you like to go by, man, but like tell them about yourself, man. What you about?
For sure, man. It's great. It's an honor to be on Pod City, man. So my name's Jeramie Regis. I also go by Smiley Sick with it. I'm a quality Jeramie Regis. I'm a quality engineer for medical devices. That's one of my careers. I'm also a small business owner of TRF Entertainment LLC. We do photography, Mascot Entertainment. We also do equipment rentals. I'm also a mentor in the community. I also, I'm a consultant for many small businesses as well. Very resourceful on building your brand, building your business, marketing, website building, and you name it. Also a mentor in the community. Like I said, I do a lot of outreach. Worked with Rosendale, Dorchester, worked with the Dorchester House, Rosendale Community Center. I also worked with Rosendale Parade Committee. I'm involved with the parades that's in the Rosendale area. I'm involved in the National Night Out, where they go out throughout different cities, and it's like a It's like an outing for many areas in the community. I also do like fundraisers for the veterans. I'm a part of that within the Rosendale community. I do a lot.
He's a big staple to the community, big, huge staple to the community. I mean, like, it's like, it goes to show, like, since he's so involved in the Rosendale parade and whatnot, it goes to show because not a lot of, there's not a lot of black people represented in there. But if you're in there, man, like, it's saying a lot, man, about what kind of a character of a person you are in the community. You're a bridge to hip hop in a way because you was on the indie scene for a long time.
Correct. I was doing a lot of shows. I used to host on Touch 106 with Funky Fresh. I went to Apollo Live. I was working deals with Warner Brothers and Sony. Um, I've I've done many areas. I've thrown my own shows at Sammy's Patio. I've reached out to a lot of artists. Like I was one of the only artists that was out there throwing shows where other artists can get paid. You know, I wasn't charging the artists. We gave out tickets. Everybody made their money. Everybody was happy. We did paid mixtapes. I mean, we did it all, man.
And
You muted yourself, brother.
you can hear me?
Boom. Yep,
All
I
right.
can hear
My bad, man. You got to work these things out, man. This
you.
COVID era, man. If anything, I would have you here, man. We just do it in person, but this is what we gotta do. But with that being said, it's something hip hop is a culture within a culture, free of bigotry, free of racism, and everything else. It's like it's the voice of the voices. So with that being said, what or how do we create a hip hop party for politics? Because I think we're in a beautiful pivotal stage of hip hop where that's going to be the next level and should be the next level. I'm sounding a little Kanye crazy, but he had a little he knew what he was talking about, in a sense, at least in the sense of planting the seed. So my question is, how and do you think we should level up to politics?
I would say the first step is to embrace your community and to be a part of your community. Sometimes we isolate ourselves to certain areas and we don't really bridge out. We don't really fan out and fill in the gap. So, you have like one person that's from this area that doesn't really mess with this area and things like that. I think it's more to be a part of your community. Probably walk throughout your community. Don't set yourself up in life to be isolated or locked down to specific areas. Network with people, build relationships. You know what I mean? Lock other people in. The greatest thing about free information and resources, man, is that it's free, man. All you have to do is just take that initiative to utilize it in the best way as possible. Even if it's not for you, it might be for somebody else that you're rocking with. And over the time, you notice that those connections now build a strong circle. It builds a foundation that can be used to hold you up and be used to hold many generations after. So it's really like embracing and coming together. And like, even though these COVID times are tough, it's really giving everybody a second to come together. Like everyone is coming online. Like everyone is like, like just getting involved with so much and being supportive. And I think we could do better, man. So like that is like one of the benefits. Well, that has I wouldn't say a benefit. That is a positive note from actually being on this quarantine, is that we actually have this internet world. We have this social media that attaches us within seconds, bro. And we're like taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, and as you see on the mainstream media, making a big fuss over that Robinhood and Reddit thing and the stocks, and the stockbrokers are mad because only a few of them, and they exchange information. So they mad that we the people are sharing information and have apps to invest in stocks. Like what kind of oxymoron things is that? What touch on that for a little bit, man.
I say in that area, we are always gonna win because now
Masses.
we yeah, it's see, the thing is you have people that have a lot of money and they have not a lot of friends. And then you have us, the people, where we play a huge role in how much money they're going to make, you know, and exactly what the numbers will be. We outnumber them, just us. We outnumber them. We don't outnumber their money, but we outnumber them. And anytime we can get in a financial state where we're moving the financial numbers, we're going to win. And these are just demonstrations, just showing them that, you know, we still have the power, even though they have the money.
Exactly, exactly. In my estimation, and what I feel like where we are in that economic sense is like we're at where Napster was. Like they
Yeah,
shut Napster down, and pretty sure Congress gonna shut Robinhood down. But you know, we got Stash, we got other apps that do the same thing. Like these are just the
we
ones that
do.
got caught. You know what I'm saying?
We
And
do.
the Reddit threads, a lot of people weren't hip about Reddit, you know what I'm saying? And besides that, like our generation kind of has these conversations anyways, even people that don't share that don't have any stocks. Like we kind of interested in what's going down and who's staying up and who's not staying up, especially in these COVID times where like industries are falling.
Like just think about it. Before COVID, like how many people were really in the stocks? How many people were really into starting a business?
A
How
lot of
many
us was
people was
thinking
really
about it, just thinking about it.
right, right, right? Like no one, you didn't have the time. That just shows that that just shows that you there's distractions. That just proves the point that there are so many distractions going on. We was worrying about your favorite show. You're in all the time. You done binge watch everything. You done seen everything. You're getting into other stuff now. Now people are aware of starting a business. Now people are aware of stocks. And now with all the stuff that's going on stocks, like even that's evolving now. And that's turning into, you have cryptocurrency now. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
that crypto space is something different. That crypto space is 24/7. It's another world. And now what you're seeing with the stocks now is something that goes on with the crypto world all the time. You have this one coin that can jump from 5 cents to a quick $13, that could jump to $1,000, that could jump from 10,000 to 40,000 within seconds, within minutes,
Shoot, Bitcoin last night I looked at it. It's 28,000.
within minutes. Listen, with the US dollar, there's very little that you can say that could jump that dollar up and down. But with the coin, you get individuals. Now I'm not gonna say his name. If you know him, you know him, because I believe the light should be on us. But if this individual says something, you'll see a coin jump up and skyrocket.
There's about three of them that people really pay attention to. I mean, yeah, we're not gonna say their names, but you know,
Yeah,
these certain people tweet something and it's like, oh, pew, woo, woo,
you know
woo,
what I
woo,
mean?
woo. But it was ill how we did it as the little man too with GameStop, because it was like GameStop's
Oh yeah,
obviously going down, but it's like, you know what? We just gonna invest in this because you know what I'm saying? Because y'all talking it down. And you know, y'all have a lot of conversations over there. We having conversations over here too.
fact,
And you know what I
fact.
mean? It just like I hope people knew that you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like a joke kind of a thing.
Yeah,
And I hope they knew to take out their money quickly and you know what I mean, whatever. But a lot didn't. And it's just like I was talking to my boy, like is not even 1% of the world's population who are stockbrokers. So in the masses, like if you have like if this puts an idea in somebody's head to start an app where it's a thread just for that, for economics,
yeah,
that's it.
yeah. I
So
mean, there's groups out there, and these guys are in groups, and they're just saying, you know what? Let's pick this stock. Let's pick that stock, and like they're attacking it. So you have guys that'll say, let's say you and I were to sit there and say, you know what? We're gonna put money in Poland Spring, right? So now we put a whole bunch of money in Poland Spring. Then you have the outside people that are sitting there watching like, damn, Poland Spring's getting up there. You know what? I'm going to jump on Poland Spring. And then you have other groups that are sitting there saying, you know what? Damn, I think Poland Spring's on the rise. Let's jump into that. That's how it's going right now. And everybody is so in tune with it that everybody is hitting. But now what you got to do is you have to figure out whether you're playing for the long game or whether you're playing for the short term. If you're playing for the short term, you're going to have to play very aggressive, bro. Mm-hmm. Very aggressive. It doesn't matter what platform you play on, honestly. The value is going to be the same no matter where you play it. But there's certain rules that you can play. It's kind of like street ball and the NBA. Certain stuff that you could do in street ball, you can't do in the NBA. And that's what it is.
Fact though. Yo, bro, so you're a very special individual. Like, you're a very well-rounded individual. Like, you fucked me up at one time because we was living in the same neighborhood and you do a lot, and then all of a sudden you fucking rollerblading down the fucking street. I'm like, yo, this dude, like, you know what? Like I see what he about. Like, that's dope. Like, this dude's a dude. Like, shit. But fucking tell us about your mind frame when it comes, because everything's about mind frame. Everything's between the ears. You create what you manifest. Tell us about your mind frame about hustling. Like, where do you get that hunger from?
I say the hunger just stands from, you know, like understanding that not every day is a promise, man. And time is something that, you know, you really can't put a dollar amount on, man. And you have time and you have amount of people that's around you. You have some people that want you to win. You have a lot of people that want you to lose. And time is a sacrifice, man. So when, you know, like even just being in this interview with you and, you know what I mean, just having this conversation and learning more, I feel like I take my time to the max. I want to do so much with my time. Like, I don't ever want to wake up and be like, you know, I have like 24 hours in a day. I want to feel like, yo, I have so many minutes within so many hours and I got to execute every day, every hour. I got to accomplish something. And I just hustle like there's nothing left, bro. Like, if it's raining outside, like, I'm not saying there saying, yo, it's raining outside. I'll collect the water and then sell you bottles of water on the rebound. It's snowing outside. I'm not going to be like, you know what? It's snowing outside. I can't do nothing. I'm going to sell you ices. I'm going to sell you slushes. You know, I'm going to make popsicles. You know, if it's hot outside, like, I'm just going to sell everything within the environment, bro, with everything that's going on. I'm never going to sit there and look at one thing and let it discourage me from being greater than I already am. I'm never going to feel like I'm great enough. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be outdriven. I'm always going to be looking at opportunities. I'm always going to be out of the selfishness of thinking that everything's about me. Like, life is a mission. And I understand that everything has to be for me, but it doesn't have to be about me. So anything that I do is like I'm doing it for the people behind me. I'm doing it for the next person. If I'm hustling and the next guy's hustling too, I'm not looking at it like, yo, we're competitive. I'm looking at, you know what? The market just got bigger. I can do less promotion and really just work on the strategic stuff now. I'm not going to be competitive with him. I'm going to make this even bigger because now I have more people doing it. I don't eliminate my next competition. I just double off of it and go higher. You know what I mean? I noticed when I started doing certain hustles, other people would start it and they would be more aggressive. And I say, you know what? All right, they want to be aggressive. They want to come in there, offer the same thing. Fine. I'm going to cut it down to half. So now my services that used to be up at 100, I'll cut it down to 50. I want to see how low they can go because I want to stretch the market. You get what I mean? So like my drive comes from the strategic way of thinking, the amount of time knowing that tomorrow's not a promise, the amount of people that's around me and that deserves to win, not just through me, but deserves to win on their own, and the future that holds. You know what I mean? So many things are changing without us, man. You know what I mean? So many things are going in the right direction. Trees just grow up. They never grow down. You know what I mean? and they're not the most intelligent people, but even they provide oxygen.
Oh no,
Even
no,
they
we gotta talk about that. Like
yeah,
trees.
you know what I mean? Like even they provide.
Us humans, we think we are the whole almighty in this planet and all this other stuff. But
Nah,
trees don't move. Trees don't work because they don't gotta pay for food. They make their own food. Like
fact.
we gotta understand, like when people want to talk about, oh, they want to talk about climate change and all the other shit. First and fucking foremost, plant some fucking forests, cause they're the fucking masters of this planet, bro. And that's why
Fact.
it's fucking up. Like
Fact.
it's not rocket science, bro. It's not
Fact.
rocket science. Like and I don't know if you're into like the JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience. He had a guy in there talking about mushrooms, psilocybin mushrooms, and their symbiotic relationships with the plants. So
Yes.
they're finding out that we're kind of living in a what's it called, avatar type of world where the plants have a nervous system with the earth, bro.
Yes.
So like, I mean, I just want to, I wanted to touch on that real quick. I had a conversation with my boy the other day, and I got so pissed. Like, yo, who the fuck do we think we are, dog? Like, nah, dog. Like, nah. We have to create societies and things on society because we are not those.
We should
like,
create to give back. We should create to give back. We shouldn't create to replace. We should create to give back. If I'm getting that energy from the sunlight, I'm getting that oxygen that I need from the plants, I'm gonna give back. And even when it comes to our community, you'll see me walk up and down the street. I'll be picking trash and collecting it into bins. I was doing so much. I'll sit there and shovel. I'll sit there and do all these different things to help the environment, bro, and to help the community all in the same breath. You know what I mean? Because that's the stuff that matters, bro, is to give back and to know that you recognize everything, bro. We're having a conversation about trees, bro.
It's all right, man. Yo, you gotta see that conversation, man, that they have. They had, bro. They talked about the symbiotic relationship with the mushrooms that are pretty much like a nervous system, and they exchange nutrients, brother. Like
Yes.
they know this tree over there needs that, so we're gonna send it over there and yo, it's crazy,
yes, bro. Yes, providing, and we are selfish to not recognize that. But now, once we're aware of it, we must appreciate it, bro.
I love how you help me bridge that together with our society, because it's true. Like you got to do things that
100%, bro. That is natural, bro. We're talking about how trees provide, bro. We're talking about how we provide, how we give back. It's not about us, bro. No. It's about the mission. It's about what we pass on to keep things going, bro. To keep life going. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
All right. With that being said, what do you think are because you're also a financial consultant as well, what do you think are the best industries to go into right now?
Just from my view, I say medical.
Medical?
No, medical is health. You can't buy health.
Now, let's say you want to go in there and you don't want to like spend so much energy and get that to get into some field in the medical field. What would you recommend specifically?
I would honestly say, so with let's just say, if you're going into a position, what you want to do is you want to set yourself up for experience that you can use in multiple roles. You don't ever want to go into a role that is just isolated to this one thing that you really got to focus on getting that one thing to some other. You want to have options for everything that you learn. Every Friday that you work towards, you just don't want to think about a check. You want to think about, yo, how much did I learn from Monday to Friday? The money's going to come. You already know the money's going to come. But based off of what you learned from Monday to Friday, and to be able to carry it to multiple roles and multiple companies and multiple areas throughout the work industry, that's where the value's added. So when you go into a job, you want to go into a place where, like, if you have a family, you want to consider going into a place that can give you the most on benefits. because you would want to have some kind of benefits for your family. You know what I mean? It might not be about the money. But now if you want to get to the money and you just need a little bit, go in the door, secure the benefits, do exactly what you have to do to keep your role, and that extra mile, put it into your side hustle that will later turn into a business. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're in an isolated area, if you're in an area that's going to grow, then I mean, get that experience that you need to get to the next level. And when you get there, get the more additional experience you need to get to the next level. Don't go from Monday to Friday. Don't go to payday. Don't go check to check. Stop doing that. Get your value. Get all that together. Land a job. Do what you have to do to land that job for a year. Flip that year. Every miserable day you walk in, every great day that you walk in, every you don't know what's going on and why you're here day, and you're just confused that you're going, is another day of experience that you can utilize elsewhere. You know, it's Sonic, bro. It's Sonic at this point, man. You run through the level, you snatch all the coins you got, and stay away from the spikes.
Right. Us being parents of teenagers, man, because my son's a freshman in high school right now, and it's such a terrible thing that he's a freshman in high school in this year, because like
It's tough.
the ill thing about high school is in a nutshell, high school is more of a social test than it is anything else. But now these kids are like, remote learner and whatnot. But I try to, keep him in line. But it's like I can't micromanage him because I don't know, like our previous generations knew a path to how to do things, but I don't know what industries are gonna fall in the future, and I should say we don't know what industry is gonna fall into the future, and I kind of let him, find your way. So what my question is, what are industries that you see that are gonna be the future of the American generation?
I'll tell you like this. We were our parents' future. Our kids are our future. We can anticipate on what we think is going to happen. We know past knowledge off of, what industries were booming during the hardest time. You know what I mean? So we're going to favor it to those areas because we don't want our kids to ever have to go through anything like that. But our kids are like the future, bro. And like the future is what takes care of us. So like they've seen so much already throughout these last, throughout this decade that can just change what's about to happen. Like right now, the economy is changing, bro. There's a huge shift, bro. Like they're saying like there's a global reset. It's a reset. I feel like these kids are identifying exactly what the reset is going to be. So it might be.
Yeah, we gotta listen to them on some real stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we have to reach because honestly, they're our future, bro. No matter how much we know, we're going to go to them the same way our parents are coming to us. So we need to embrace the future to know as a parent, okay, this has been around, this is tribal knowledge, but to actually adapt to the change. Because if we try to bring the past into the future, we're only taking them backwards. But if we allow the past to go on with the future, we're creating a better past as we go.
And to add to that, it's only because of the internet. Like I feel like we're only in our second phase of the internet. Like
we are
probably still in our first phase because we're still doing social media and like as you've seen, Facebook bought Oculus, and a lot of industries got money invested in AR and what would that be called? Just other realities. The Oculus and all that other stuff. So, anyways, we're in a second phase. We're in our beginning phases of that, and I think that they're going to lead it to where the next phase is going to be, and they're just better than us in the technical sense. They're a little spacey, but but when it comes to the technical stuff, like they know what it is, man.
Yeah, they adapt very quickly. Like they know the world very quickly. We're still in the phase like we're still getting used to. I mean, before like we wouldn't
You
even
still
get
got
in.
too much ego involved, bro.
Yes,
Woo.
yes, yes. You summed it up right there. You summed it up. Before, I mean, we wouldn't even hop into a car. Like we wouldn't even hop into our friend's car. Now we hop into strangers' cars to take rides anywhere, and we pay them, and then we tip them. Like, bro,
Hey, because you
we
got me to my destination safely.
right. We are at the moment of breaking all of that.
But it would have never flew in the 80s, you're right.
We're breaking all of that on this time. Breaking all of this. Now it's technology is taking over. Cars are going to be driving us. Machines are going to be cashing you out. They'll be delivering everything that you need. Like we're going through some times, man. So, I'm interested to see how it goes.
We'll find our way out of it. But how do you think with all these industries falling and we're on this COVID era and half of the US businesses are down, like we're gonna lose them. Like we're just like we're pretending and like I don't think like the average American knows how much fucking trouble we're in right now. Do
I,
you
I
think the dollar's gonna survive, or there's gonna be another currency to that's gonna be introduced to trump that, or is it gonna go straight to crypto? Like we're gonna have like
crypto, crypto. I was actually well, not me, but my family. They wanted to get some Chinese food, and I was just like, all right, order over there. And the lady asked whether we was paying dollars or crypto.
all right, all right, all right. So
Like
voting.
crypto is where it's going. That is the new wave. It's not gonna see. Cash is doing too much. It's too many fees. Is there's too much going on. You know what I mean? And people owe this and tracking that and all these different things that's going on.
A
This
lot of
crypto
banks are
world,
predatory too. Like the major banks are really predatory, brother.
yeah, yeah. So like I feel like cryptos is going to take over. And as far as the businesses going through a hard time, I think it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing because it's unfortunate that um, the effects from the workers and things like that. But I think it's a great thing because I think that businesses were way too comfortable. I think a lot of businesses because majority of our resources are relied on outside of the U.S.
Right, right, right,
You
right.
know what I mean? So I think a lot of businesses were too comfortable in thinking that they had value because, they're in the US dollar and all that. Nah, everybody out there was getting money way before us. We was just, I think a lot of us was way too comfortable. Some of us were productive, but I think a lot of us was way too comfortable. So it's going to break the industry to put the pressure on to sit there and say like, yeah, we need to turn it up. We need to be productive. We need to step it up or everything's going to crumble.
So let me sum this up
Yeah.
because my time's running out.
Yep.
Um Sum it up. Basically invest in crypto,
Yep.
get into the medical field if you don't know what jobs to find or what industries to get into.
Yep.
Listen to your kids if you have
Fact.
teenagers.
Fact.
And one more other question I want to ask you, and hopefully you could plug the A-Fan brand because I see that I see what's going on, man. It's a big thing,
Thank you.
man. I was in the website and I like how a lot of pieces were nice and clean, man. Real luxury, real, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Kudos to that. But was I gonna ask you since you were in the financial field and all the other stuff? Some of us are gonna win, but do you see this going as the same pattern as the previous century, like 1920s Spanish flu, and then the next generation was the Great Depression. The great the next decade was the Great Depression right after. Do you feel like that's what's heading towards? Because like that's what's keeping me pushing right now. It's like, yo, bro, I gotta
Yeah.
grab all this money, or grab all this, like, get back on my podcast thing and make that money at some point. And
Yep.
because that's what I feel is going. Like, you feel like we can avoid that?
Now you ready? That that is an American fear. There's and I'll elaborate on it. There's so many countries that we think are poor that are striding and providing for us. They're providing resources to us. They're not going through, they're not considering it a depression. They're becoming the product. They're becoming in charge. They are finding the resources. They are utilizing the resources to stay above the water. Right now, it's almost like a reset where everything meets at this line here. Even when there's a Great Depression, the differences from back then to right now, the resources, the access that we have, the amount of money that's on the table. Like I said, you have the US dollar and then you have crypto. Crypto's everywhere else. The whole world isn't collapsing. There's just a system that's collapsing. And if we're not a big role in that system, then I say we're at a point that we can survive. And that's why I say working together and doing what we're doing to build wealth for us and everyone after us is what's going to survive, is what's going to make a difference. The moment we sit there and rely, now we're waiting for our resources instead of becoming our resources. What we're doing, building the brand, building the excellence, highlighting the excellence, taking pride, moving forward, creating paths, creating wealth, doing these certain things. That's what's going to give us this longevity that we look for our families, to carry our last names, to do these things. So right now, we just have to recognize our resources as other people in other countries, our ancestors and everyone else are doing. They're surviving. They're surviving. They're not calling it a depression. They don't have smart lighting. They don't have all these different things, but they're surviving. They're still providing. We need to use those. We still have it in us.
No, you're right. You're definitely right, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do, especially you.
That's why we're winning. That's why
That's
we're winning.
exactly what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to do, actually.
You're doing it, bro. You're doing it, bro. You are doing it. I have been on more since day one. More since day one. I have been you know what they call it? They call it ADHD. I have ADHD, but I'm so organized with my ADHD, it turns into a superpower.
Gotcha.
I can focus on multiple things because I have ADHD. But if I organize those multiple things that I'm focused on, I become a monster.
Facts. But tell us about AFAM, man. Tell us.
So AFAM brand, so it's three different owners. So it's my boys that actually own the AFAM brand. I'm the photographer. I also assist with the marketing stuff and some of the strategic outlooks. But what it is three friends that grew up together that started to that had a vision and created a brand. For me, the feel is kind of like, remember how Fubu was like, when you seen Fubu, like you felt a part of it. It was like the difference from throwing on like a Gucci shirt to throwing on like a shirt with your name on it. Like a shirt with your name on it, you carry it with pride. You know what I mean? Like you've seen so many designers come out. We spent so much money on them. We're rocking with them. And the next thing they do is dirty. Fubu never did us dirty. Exactly. Fubu never did us dirty. It was a brand that we all took pride in. You know what I mean? African-American brand. It's a brand that we take pride in. But this isn't just like African-American brand. Like this is highlighting the pride, the love, the Black excellence, all the great positivity that comes out of, this creation. You know what I mean? And everything that we do with the culture, it's shifting the culture. So this is that brand that allows us to take pride in again. And because I wear it proudly, I carry it proudly, I spread it out to everyone in a positive way, a lot of people would consider it being my brand. But that just shows you how much pride I take into it, how much pride, how much it means to me. It's a flag. This flag is trademarked. It's an
Exactly.
African American flag.
Love that. That's what the logo just it caught my attention because I just don't look at things. I analyze things. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh snap! Like they didn't even like waste too much time on thinking what kind of logo. You know what?
no,
Flag is a flag, and people will understand that, and they look at it as a brand off the rip.
it's how you represent the flag. If Americans went around and doing a whole bunch of grimy stuff and dirty stuff, how do you think they look at the flag? If any
Well,
country was to walk around and do dirty stuff, having a flag on their chest and doing anything that wasn't positive, how do you think they're going to look at the flag? That's the same way we carry the brand. We carry it with pride. We show excellence. We show leadership, and that's what it's about.
indeed. Well, you do me a favor, man. You tag them whenever it's ready, and let them know that I gave them their flowers, man. But yo,
Yes,
thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for blessing my platform. And giving me some knowledge, man, and giving me some drive for that. Thank you.
thank you, man. Shout outs to Pod City, man. Keep doing it, man. You're a source of energy, man. You know what I mean? You're reaching out to energy and you just traveling it through to get it to everyone else's, man.
Yeah,
You like the
I'm just trying to be consistent with it because if I would have just kept going since 4 years ago, when I was living in a neighborhood, this could have been a lot bigger. But now we're in the infant stages of YouTube, and what I mean. I still got on the audio listens. What I mean. We do all right. What I mean. Not as good as I would love because we wasn't promoting it for 4 years. But 1,000 downloads without no promotion, it makes me understand that people are listening, people are watching, and I kind of gave people an idea to do it. But I want to big up the entrepreneurs, man, and you guys are rip, man. You guys make it everything.
we grow from you, bro. If you're not growing and you're not experiencing anything outside there, then it's hard to bring yourself back to your podcast. You know what I mean? Right. So like we always got to recognize what takes place during these gaps. If we stop doing something, like what takes place? Were we growing? Were we executing? Were we doing other things? It might not be geared to what we was mainly focused on, but that experience is brought back, bro, and it just channels the same, bro. It's all energy, bro. And thank you.
So that was our show with Jeramie Daniels. As you saw, man, you picked up a lot of gems off for that one, man. So what I mean. Please give him his flowers. Check out his website, TRF Entertainment, for your party needs. He got mascots, photography, everything you need. Also, check out AFAM. He's a well-known ambassador. Almost seems like the founder since he pumps it up so much. But AFAM clothing, African American clothing. Definitely check that out. It's a real crisp look. It's a real, solid brand, man. I'm looking forward to great things from there. And as always, man, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when the next episode's coming up. And till the next episode, y'all gonna like that shit too. Definitely tune in, hit that bell.
Southside